Um, and I really think, as far as what I said about like why, well, God make create things that go against Him. When it comes like to a lot of human beings today, everybody, people want to be people pleasers. They gotta fit in to be people pleasers to prove to another person. It's never to prove to themselves. It's always to prove to somebody else. And this is where the problem with religion come in at. You preaching, who you proving it to? You already proved it to yourself. You know, a lot of people just people pleasers. They got to entertain in some kind of way. A lot of other people got to entertain, and show and look. This what I'm doing is never look in the mirror. This what I'm doing for myself. Even if was nobody on this earth, would you really care about getting dressed and looking nice and doing these things? I wouldn't think you already care. You wouldn't. You do that to entertain. It's not saying it's bad, but however, you do that to entertain. Being a people pleaser and not even aware that you're people pleasing. A lot of other human beings are not aware of a lot of things that they do, and that's dangerous, especially when you get to know yourself. People are still trying to find themselves, and they won't get to know themselves, their own self. I could sit down and analyze anybody and break it down 100%. My observation is crazy. I could analyze everything. However, I could also analyze myself and break myself down too. I'm not going to be conceited to myself. I used to be conceited to myself. Like nothing was wrong with me. Or I don't have this problem. And I could say, there's a lot of things that's wrong and there's a lot of problems. Not severely, I could say that. Where I'm in a mental institution or I'm in a jail institution because I'm aware and I know right from wrong. And people make errors and mistakes and wind up in jails, and some people are just born with mental problems and depression. And I ain't gonna say they born with it. It's an emotion they pick up on it. I wonder if there was no people on this earth, would you really be depressed about anything? If you was just by yourself, how could you be depressed by yourself? It wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't be depressed by yourself. But since we interact in a society where it's hard, like let's give New York for instance, the whole United States is just hard. Everybody is shooting to be at the top, and it's just hard. Life is hard, and we only say life is hard. Life is not hard. We only make life hard. Even to this day, my thinking, I'd be like, damn, I'm about to be broke. I'm about to, god damn. And however, I start thinking of like, damn, and getting a little anxious, getting a little upset. However, I always come back around now and be like, I'm breathing, I'm living, and I'm happy. And I look great, and I'm doing the right things in life anyway. And other things is happening for me. I don't just be pacific. I don't keep things in a pacific state when it comes to negativity. I don't just say, like for instance, I'm getting my security license. I have my 16 hour, but at the same time, I ran out of money. It's like, all right, why should I get mad? I ran out of money. I'm about to get my 16 hours. I accomplished something, and money. I keep money, so even if I get low, it's just that's the way it is. Acceptance in a lot of things that things is not always going to go as planned, and we always got the number one plan for things, and This is where the depression and the stress comes in, where people just think that things supposed to go their way, and they want when they want it, and when it don't go their way, they stress, they depress, fear and anxiety. So now, and this is what it is, a lot of people follow. We are all followers. I don't care. Everybody's a follower. I have a phone. I follow. I'm a follower too. I had to follow people to understand the information I know, and not follow them in their footsteps, but the thinking and the understanding. Because if you tell me the sun is hot and somebody else tell me the sun is cold, and I stand in the sun and I'm burning up and I'm sweating, I have to go along with the person that said the sun is hot versus the person that said the sun was cold. So if you tell me that religion is fake and one person telling me religion is real, and the evidence that the person said religion is a fake, he can actually point out and ask questions on why this and why that, and the person that said it's real can't give you no answer, then I have to go with the person that says the shit is fake. And I have to do my own research. Be like, oh yeah, now I can see where they're coming from at. And I understand it. And I can break out that fear of things like that. Now, a lot of people really don't love themselves. I do. I get criticized. Oh, look at that faggot. Look at that homo. Look at that transgender. But I'm happy and I'm comfortable in my own skin. I had a lot of people say, oh, black on white crime. I don't even want to get in that subject. I can't even, like I have in my last segment, difference between a black person and a nigga. Look it up. It just, a lot of people need to learn to love themselves. Accept that some things going to happen, you're going to have some bad days and good days. You can't control the feeling. If you upset, you upset. What are you going to do when you get upset? You can't control the feeling. When you're sad, you're sad. What are you going to do when you get sad? That's the only thing you have control over, is when the emotion is there, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to react to it, maneuver around it, think about it? A lot of people react. Get themselves killed, kill somebody, go to jail. A lot of people that go to jail, they come out smart as hell. They start reading books, and they start to understand, like, damn, I was living a life that I supposed to not have been living. Versus somebody that haven't been in jail, is out there gangbanging, doing all kinds of stuff. And it just becomes a cycle. And trust me, when people hear the truth, some people will be like, oh, well, they can live with that. Sad, but they can live with that. They can live being ghetto. Some people, when they're comfortable, or who they really are, if they're a piece of shit and they're comfortable with being a piece of shit, there's nothing you can tell them. So, one thing is, be a follower, but be a follower in the right way and love yourself. And that's it. And Christians, study your Bible.